Okay, so attachment, by the way, this video is not brought to you by Chase, just so you know. Anyway, attachment avoidant is a type of behavior that is conscious and selective. Don't let your therapist or counselor tell you differently. These people know very fucking well that they're treating you in a way that is not good, and they are consciously selecting who they do it to. So in this video here, I'm gonna give you an inside look. Can you fucking believe it? An inside look at the mind of the way an attachment avoidant works. You know how I can do that? Because everybody has been, according to some level of definition, everyone has exhibited some levels of this at some point in their life here. Because the truth is, an attachment avoidant is somebody who's just not into you. We use that as an excuse. We use that as an excuse for people that treated us like garbage. But anyway, here's my point here. I'm married now. I've been married for almost 6 years, but obviously I've dated people previous to my wife. Years ago, I was dating a beautiful woman, taller than me, which meant if I had kids, our kids would benefit from that. Smarter than me, definitely my superior in that area. Just a really amazing person. But I always knew that there was something kind of not right there. Something was missing. I knew that. Now the difference is, unlike some of these cowards out there, I was clear with her that I didn't quite feel at a certain level. I had a conversation with her that I'll never ever forget. One night, on my birthday actually, we're having a beautiful moment, really nice time. And again, I always told her I just didn't quite feel as strongly about her as she did about me. But this one night, we're having a really nice moment, and she says to me, she goes, "Lance, when you're with me, don't you feel like $1 million?" Here's my response. I said, "You know what? When I'm with you, I feel like $999,999, and that's a lot of fucking money, but it's not quite $1 million." And of course, she got all mad. She took $1 out of her purse and threw it at me. Anyway, here's the bottom line here. When she would push me for more intimacy, more vulnerability, I resisted. I didn't go along with it because I wasn't so into her. And by the way, for some of you out there are levels. Listen, I could be into a friend of mine say, "Oh, I'm so glad they're in my life and I'm really into the friendship." That doesn't mean they're fucking at the top of my ladder as far as priorities where, like my family member, for example. There are different levels here. Being into somebody is not being like head over heels. That's different here. So there are levels here. But when you are with somebody who really is like the heart stops to you, like the sun, the moon, the stars align. They feel like, that there's a real deep, they will fucking act like a normal fucking person. They only don't do that when they're not so into you, okay? Anyway, we all have had situations in our life where we weren't really as into the other person. And when that other person pushed for more intimacy, more vulnerability, we didn't give into it because we didn't feel so into them. This is normal fucking human behavior. I don't get, the world has gone fucking crazy, these fucking labels. Anyway, a couple more things for you here. By the way, this channel is dedicated to getting you out of the fucking counselor's couch and back in your life. Now, a lot of you are pretty open-minded. They're commenting here, and it's starting to make sense for you as far as, again, it is normal behavior to not want to get more intimate or vulnerable with somebody you're just not quite into, right? I mean, there is that quote on, relationships. There's something about them. If you're with somebody, there's not that spark, and they push for more intimacy, more vulnerability, more commitment, you're not going to say yes, okay? Now, true, some people, the way they go about it is kind of fucked up. They're not very nice about it, but make no mistake, they are absolutely conscious and aware that what they're doing is not good, and they are selectively doing it to you because they're not so into you. It is what is here. Anyway, before I go any further here, some of you, well, not a lot of you are pretty open-minded here, but some of you will try and poke holes in things. Oh, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Attachment avoidant, has been, backed by. Listen, it's called attachment avoidant theory. You know what a theory is? A theory means it's not a fact. I'm going to bet on the science of neuroplasticity over any theory any day of the week. And for any of you out there, and by the way, I want you to make this clear here. You don't have to work with me. I'm a coach. I love what I do. I mean, this is my passion. I mean, you should check me out on YouTube, by the way. But anyway, bottom line is, before you say that I don't know what I'm talking about, I kind of do. If you go on my YouTube channel, you will see more video testimonials than any other coach, counselor, therapists on planet Earth when it comes to getting over a breakup when the other person treated them like shit. I got more than anybody that you will come across. I'm also the author of Refocus on Power. I kind of do know what I'm talking about. So listen, even if you don't work with me, I'm here to change your life by shifting your paradigm. When you want to change your life, you got to change your paradigm first. So don't just pass this off as some guy trying to get fucking YouTube views here, or sorry, TikTok views here, or whatever. I mean, I put this on YouTube as well. I got over 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. I just started on the TikTok thing here, so whatever. But TikTok actually seems to be a really incredible place for community, conversation. But my intention for you is, even if you never work with me, even if you never do coaching, I'm here to change your paradigm, because that is what will change your life. There is something called the science of neuroplasticity that has the ability to strengthen your brain like a muscle. And that is focused on strengthening, wiring, not the fucking past. Why would I focus on why I didn't get, why things didn't work out in the past? I would rather focus on the future, how to strengthen for the future, and how to preemptively get better at handling things. I mean, that's a much better way as far as I'm concerned here. But I do kind of know what I'm talking about. I even taught this at medical facilities. Anyway, as I start to close up this little short video here, I'm asking a fun little question here. What does the Tooth Fairy, Santa Claus, and attachment avoidant all have in common? They're all complete bullshit. They're all made up terms to manipulate behavior. In the case of attachment avoidant, it is used as an excuse for people when they realize they allow the other person to treat them like garbage. So for some of you out there that honestly your ego couldn't take the hit, that person just wasn't into you, I know you're gonna do or die on that label here, because what if what you present to a relationship wasn't good enough? What if what you present to a relationship they really just didn't appreciate? I know that'd be a hit on your ego. And here's the good news for you. If you are aware enough to recognize that that is true, then it's an opportunity for you to build yourself up, strengthen yourself, do things you can do to feel better about yourself so you don't accept the kind of bullshit in the future. So there's an opportunity here. But some of you are going to fight this here because it's putting you face to face with the fact that you did allow somebody to treat you like garbage. But I can prove that it is a bullshit term. It is a label. It's an excuse, because everybody at some point has been on the other end where they did not give the other person the attention, the love, the vulnerability, the conversation that the other person craved. And you made up excuses, or maybe you're straightforward about it. But bottom line is, you avoided that kind of intimacy with somebody, quite frankly, you just weren't into. It is what it is. Anyways, I'll say one last thing here. If my videos resonate for you, again, you don't have to work with me. I'm just here to change life, at least change your paradigm. And there are ways to increase your sense of self-worth. But if you want to work with me to learn wiring, emotional strengthening process, you can go to my website, refocusonhappiness.com. I've been coaching for over 10 years. I've coached thousands of men and women. Again, you can check me out on, my book is on Amazon, Refocus on Power. Really amazing book. I'd put that up against 10 years with your current therapist or counselor. But no matter what, just know that attachment avoidant is not a real thing. Everyone has everyone has exhibited those kind of behaviors at some point in their life, and it's time to stop making fucking excuses for that. If you've allowed that in the past, then it's time to build your emotional self-esteem so you do not allow that in the future. Just like if you were in a job where you weren't being treated so well, you weren't valued by your boss, you might upgrade your skill set. You might go back to school. You might do things to feel fucking better about what you can contribute to the workforce so you wouldn't accept subpar compensation or behaviors. That's what you do in the work world, right? So why the fuck would we not go about it the same way in the relationship world? If you're not being treated so well, this is the time to upgrade yourself so that so you can feel great about yourself personally, and really fill up your emotional bank account so you don't accept subpar behavior in the future. That's your opportunity. Anyway, love to hear from you. Love these comments. Again, I'm writing to all this stuff personally here. TikTok is really, I'm kind of amazed how much of a community that really creates here. I was kind of a hater for a while. I'm not really big, I have not been in social media, but it turns out that this is really a great opportunity to connect with people. And I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to give you, thoughtful feedback as far as any kind of stuff you're going through here. Again, even if you don't work with me here, obviously writing on, messaging, commenting is a little limited, but I'll do the best I can. Anyway, ciao for now. Speak to you soon.